Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and to another record attempt video. And just like last time, this isn't about getting the highest score possible or the highest streak. This is about speed, and specifically, how fast can I get a perfect score in the United Kingdom? It's on the Better map by Wolftrekker, which is, it's better. And my record so far is 10 minutes 11. Which was posted a couple of weeks ago, but I'm back now. I'm back into this, and I'm hoping to get on this leaderboard, which has changed. Fireburst is in there with a 943, Samiam with a 736, and Matt 13, who I know has been going hell for leather at this, and it's paid off, has got a 653. Now that's a really good time. I think I can beat that eventually. But for now, this is about me getting back onto this leaderboard, trying to beat Fireburst's time of 9:43, which I think is doable. I think with this map, there's a higher percentage of rounds that you can get a really fast time. It's just about having them all in a row. So there is potential for sub 5 minute on this, but that's in the future. So the next thing you'll see is me having an attempt at this in complete silence. I've decided to start doing that. It is slightly faster, but the main reason is I can play for much longer. I'm not using that brain power of trying to commentate and play, so it means I can play for hours this way, which is what you need to get that perfect seed, right? So yeah, the next thing you'll see is me playing, and Future Tom, good old Future Tom, he's a good guy, isn't he? And him narrating over the top, trying to explain the thought process of stupid old past Tom. Enjoy. So here we go, and we're in a residential estate, facing an awkward sort of direction southeast, but I'm gauging the houses there because we've got a cul-de-sac here on the right, or a road, and I get the name of that. Have to backtrack a bit, but it's Ash Grove, and I know that I'm about 2 houses down from it. Just getting the direction imprinted in my head there, that's something that for me personally helps me a lot, so I don't have to twizzle round in my head afterwards. So need this street name as well, and it's Broadway. So that's all good so far, and now I'm heading basically west, southwest, and I'm checking a bus stop there. I'm gambling because I saw the sign just there, but as usual, you can't read it. You can sometimes read them in London, but pretty much nowhere else. So on we go, and I see a sign there, and it's Witham Highcombe Trail, and I don't really know where Witham or Highcombe are, although I've heard of them. They're somewhere in my head, I just don't know where they are. So I'm heading along this long straight road now, which will be distinctive to find on the map. And there, Highcombe DIY, and it says Aladdin's Cave of Lincolnshire. So I go into Lincolnshire and I head straight to Lincoln, and there it is, North Highcombe. So it's a suburb of Lincoln, the city. And I've found Broadway there. It's coming off this distinctive looking long straight road, and I've memorized the house, so it's correct. Here we go in a more industrial city type location, and the compass is kind here. We're heading north, and it's Savile Street, and that doesn't harbour a good clue. It's a dead end to the east. So I start going west. It feels like a northern city, and there we've got Clifton Engineering. Bristol springs to mind, but it's too flat to be Bristol, so I carry on. Bolton, Smith's Garage, Bolton, and I figure that I've got enough information here. It's a bit of a gamble to go in at this point, but it feels like the city centre is to the west, and I see a grid there that really correlates. So I go back, can't remember exactly where I was in relation to this building, but I soon get that. So on to the third round, and it's going well. Got a straight terraced house road here, which is preferable to some of those windy estates, and we're heading basically west. The clue isn't too important, so I need to get again that. I can zoom in. Paddock, Paddock Street. Paddock what? Paddock Street. Just to confirm there. And it looks like we're heading into a town centre here. What does that say? Wigston Conservative Club. Rings a bell, but I'm not entirely sure where Wigston is. I gamble on this bus, and it says City Centre, Magna something. Now, Magna is a common sort of add-on place name for places in and around Leicestershire. So I go towards Leicester, and it triggers the memory that Wigston is south of Leicester. I see the centre, I find Paddock Street, and I remember that we're on that last terrace house by that side road, but evidently not as close as I thought. Now, onto this round then, and I'm just gauging the houses again. Compass is at an awkward angle, but we are right in line with this last house. I get the street name here, and it's Rodley Close. Not a word I've seen before, so I had to look twice. Rodley Close, and we don't have the street name for that road there, which is annoying. It makes it a bit harder to find on the map, but we're heading northwest. Again, awkward directions. No sign there, so I carry on. So heading northwest then, and then I gamble with this van. In fact, I think I saw something. Lydney, now that's another place that as you can see, I'm struggling to remember where it is. I've seen it before, but I can't remember where it is. I feel like it's by the sea, but really couldn't go into the map at all to look for that. So, but luckily I'm heading into what looks like the town centre, past the Greyhound pub. So I'm looking for a road sign here, you know, with one or two or more directions to another town. And here we go. There's a white one, but there's also a more important white one with green, an A road on, and we've got Gloucester and Chepstow. And then it all comes back to me that it's on the Severn Estuary. Chepstow, there it is. So I go in. Now, I really struggle here. I'm feeling the pressure a bit, and I totally get disorientated and forget which direction I've come in from. So I lose a bit of time here. I'm looking at all the different directions. I think something's distracting me in the room as well. And so I just need to twizzle around and bloody well get my bearings, and then I come to my senses, realise we came from this direction here, and my mind's all of a kerfuddle here. I'm trying to find the road that I started on. I can't remember what it was called, so I'm relying on the map, and there it is. Rodley Square, not Rodley Close, was in fact where I started, and there we go. So fingers crossed here for the last round, and it looks good. Very often on the last round you get a country lane. So here we are. It's Stretton Avenue, but that's coming across the main road. Stretton Avenue. Just making sure that that's the case. And it is. So I'm heading again northwest here. Again, not a true direction, northeast, south or west, but you've just got to take that into account. And I'm worried here that this is going to be a dead end, but it's not. And there's a school. Let's get closer to it. St Anne's Catholic Primary School. So I'm not getting the name of the town from the school, which is fairly common, especially in big towns. But I can get that. Dunsmore Avenue. That's helpful because that's the big long avenue we strode down to begin with. And I'm just gambling there, but no, can't see the council on the bin, which is again quite common. And just checking that while I'm there, but no, it's just to do with the school. So it's not looking great for me at this point. I'm worried about the time. And I'm curving round now. It's a big curve round to the west and beyond. I'm just hoping for a main road. Now, what's this? Coventry, Willenhall Primary Care Centre. It's quite confusing to me because Willenhall is an area of Walsall where I'm from. But I go into Coventry, which is a big shithole, city, and I gamble here and just try and find Willenhall. Presumably it's an area, one that I can see on the map. Very often you won't get good luck here, you just won't find it. It's not on the map, but there it is. I find it. And because of the long sweeping avenues, I've found Dunsmore. And I've found it. I'm just going back to check where we are in relation to that house. I found the junction. And we're about there. I'm not 100% sure, though. But there I am. You can see the relief. And I've done it. And I'm a happy man. And here is the summary. There they are. They're all in England, just about. That one quite close to the Welsh border there. But a perfect score in a pretty quick time. How quick, though? Well, from the moment that I click Start Game over to the last click, which I don't know if that is the proper way to measure it. So the score on the leaderboards might be slightly different after being modified by the guys at GeoTips. It might be 2 or 3 seconds off, but basically what I've got is 7:45. That's what I've got, 7:45. So, yeah. That's well, it's 10 seconds, 9 seconds rather off Samyam's time. But it puts me firmly on the leaderboard. It puts Fireburst's gallant effort well out the way. And it puts me into 3rd place. Maybe I could have gone a bit quicker and, got into 2nd place there, but I'm just happy to be on that leaderboard for now. And there will be better attempts to come, I've no doubt. As I said earlier, I think there is potential here. I mean, I've had a couple of rounds here and there that I've got alarmingly quick. Some of which you'll see if you're on Patreon. There was one in London that I got in, honestly, about 10 seconds. So all it takes is for 2 or 3 of them to be in there, or even, God forbid, 5 of them, and you're talking silly times. But it then becomes a question of how much time do I want to spend doing this? Because if you spent weeks on end doing it, yeah, you probably could get 2 minutes. But for now, I'm enjoying this competition at the level that it's at. And there'll be plenty more juicy competition to come, I'm sure. If you're a British GeoGuessr player, I'm talking to you, Simmeraj and Geography Challenges, get stuck in. It's not too late to get stuck in. And even if you're someone else from another country who's very good, Topotic, Kurt, Politics, I'd be fascinated to see how well you could do on a UK map, because you're better than me, you're way better than me, but I don't think your UK knowledge is going to be as good. So it would be interesting to see how you'd fare. Anyway, that's enough rambling. Hope you enjoyed that attempt today, and I'll see you all very soon. Thanks for watching.